So these are the first pollutant which causes problem, that is SPM. Name itself, remember, because they use the word SPM only in many exam question paper we will see this SPM only. Then second one is carbon monoxide. So now SPM, how the SPM will affect us? How the SPM will cause a problem to the living things? So how SPM can cause problem? Suspended particulate matter. That means all the solid impurities remain suspended in the air are called as suspended impurities. Suspended particulate matter particles. So how are they causing problem? Any idea? Yes, Pathikrit, can you tell how it will affect us? Yes. Anyone?
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you repeat?
How these SPM will cause problem to living organisms? Why we are considering them as a air pollutant? What is the problem? Anyone? Pathikrit, can you tell
Yes, ma'am.
how
What
SPM will cause problem?
Ma'am,
causing
can
diseases, lung problems?
Diseases to the lung organs, okay? Yes, Kanchi?
ma'am, when we breathe, it can go inside our lungs. Ma'am, that's what I wanted to tell.
Not here, can't hear you properly.
Ma'am, when we breathe, ma'am, the particles can go inside our body.
When we breathe, these particles enter our body, yes, and these particles enter our body and goes to the lungs, then causes problem in breathing, suffocation. They cause the problem. They remain accumulated into the this wind tract, the trachea or the lung, the lining of the lung. It will remain stick to those. Causes the efficiency of lungs decreases. So these may cause these give the problem like allergies, asthma, bronchitis. So breathing related, lung related difficulties we will start facing. That is a breathing difficulties. A person will face the breathing difficulty. He might have the allergy problem. Most of the Bengali people have allergy problem. Most of them have asthma. They get converted into asthma. Then asthma again get converted to bronchitis. So these are the lung related infections, diseases the person will get because of these suspended particulate matter. Now second one is carbon monoxide. So how carbon monoxide is harmful? Carbon monoxide is considered as a very poisonous gas, highly poisonous gas we call it as. If a person remain in the environment of carbon monoxide, that means in the room, carbon monoxide is accumulated and a person will be present in that carbon monoxide environment, the person will die within 5 minutes and no one will get to know the proper reason for it because the person will actually die because of suffocation. How? Thing is, in our body, oxygen is circulated with the help of which pigment? Oxygen is circulated in our body with the help of, yes,
Ma'am, can you
Ma'am,
repeat?
Blood. So which particular pigment is responsible for carrying oxygen?
Ma'am, hemoglobin?
Hemoglobin. So hemoglobin actually is responsible for carrying of oxygen, and hemoglobin is present in blood. So oxygen combines with hemoglobin form oxyhemoglobin, and that oxyhemoglobin in the form of oxyhemoglobin compound, this chemical is circulated, this oxygen is circulated in our body very faster, very quick, very fast. Otherwise, if hemoglobin is not present in our body, then it will take approx 3 years of time for the oxygen to move from lung to toe. From lung to one of the toe cell present in the toe, if oxygen has to be transferred, then it will take approximately 3 years of time. But this work is done by hemoglobin within fraction of second. Within a much lesser than a second time period, the oxygen will be transferred to every part of the body very fastly, very quickly with the help of hemoglobin. Now, what happens if the person is in the environment of carbon monoxide? Means in that room, carbon monoxide is present and nothing else is present. So there, what happened? Carbon monoxide again combines with, it can easily react with hemoglobin. So carbon monoxide combines with hemoglobin and form carboxyhemoglobin compound. And now every hemoglobin chemical is converted into carboxyhemoglobin. So now hemoglobin is not left out for oxygen. So oxygen has to combine with hemoglobin, then only it will be transported. But now carbon monoxide has combined with hemoglobin and converted into some other form. So now because of the hemoglobin is not present, the person can't circulate oxygen. So the person will die because of this case. So this is the reason why carbon monoxide is considered as a deadly poisonous gas. Clear? Yeah, and at traffic, when there is a very huge traffic is present, you are present on that traffic region, you will feel suffocating. You are not able to breathe properly. The reason is because of this presence of carbon monoxide and actually sulfur dioxide also. Carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide. So carbon monoxide is released by vehicles. When the vehicles burns, they give when sufficient oxygen is not present, for burning of these fossil fuel, petrol or diesel, then it will produce carbon monoxide. It's clear? Carbon monoxide again causes many respiratory problems. Asthma and bronchitis is also caused due to carbon monoxide. Is it clear carbon monoxide how it is deadly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then carbon dioxide. So how is carbon dioxide harmful? Harmful for the environment. Why we call it as a pollutant, air pollutant. So why?
Greenhouse gas.
Yes, Kanchi, come again.
Ma'am, it is a greenhouse gas.
It is a greenhouse gas, right? Carbon dioxide is actually needed for a greenhouse effect. So now what do you mean by greenhouse effect? So what is greenhouse effect? Anyone knows what is greenhouse effect? What is greenhouse effect? You have learned
Yes, ma'am.
now also.
The carbon dioxide gas and all. And
Yes, what is?
methane.
Explain what is greenhouse effect. The 3 mark question.
It makes our atmosphere more
Makes our atmosphere
warmer.
warmer. How? Can you tell?
Ma'am, by trapping sunlight in.
So here, yes, not only carbon dioxide, methane molecules also. So carbon monoxide, methane molecules, even ozone as well. So these gases, when you can see in the diagram, the rays from the sun enters the Earth's atmosphere, but they are not, some part of the light will move away, but most of the part of the light will get reflected due to this ozone layer, carbon dioxide layer, and methane gas. So these greenhouse gases are there. So the gases which are responsible for creating this greenhouse effect. So those particles, those molecules will not allow the heated rays. The sunlight when falls on the earth's surface, they get heated up. Those are the heated rays. Very small part of that heat will move away, but most of the part of that light rays will remain inside. They get reflected by these molecules, carbon monoxide, methane, or ozone. They get reflected back to the Earth's atmosphere. So due to this, these heated rays, heat waves, heat rays remain trapped inside the Earth's atmosphere. Now these, what happened due to that, the temperature, the heated rays are there, so temperature will keep on increasing. So, but this is needed. Actually, this is very important for sustenance of life on the earth. Life is sustained on the earth because of this heating effect. So some amount of heat should be maintained constant, because higher order organisms, that is humans and different animals, what you see around us, even plants, they can survive only in a normal body temperature, normal temperature outside, because we are not able to change our body temperature. So this room temperature, temperature, that is 25 degrees Celsius, 25 to 35 degrees Celsius temperature has to be maintained. If this temperature has to be maintained constant, that is happening by this greenhouse effect. These heat waves are trapped by this carbon dioxide and the greenhouse gases, due to which Earth's atmosphere is warmer. And this is an important fact, because of that only life is present on this earth. If you see for other planets, even example take as a moon, in moon atmosphere is not present, so greenhouse effect will not take place. So the temperature difference during day and night on a single day, if you see the temperature at night and if you see the temperature at morning, it is approximately 100 degrees Celsius difference is there. At night, the temperature falls back to minus 110 degrees Celsius. And morning time, it will can go to 50 degrees Celsius also. So this much difference, if there is there in the morning and evening time on a single day, any person can survive. Any living organism can survive in this changing temperature. Is it possible to survive in this changing temperature? It's not possible. Evening, morning time is 110 degrees Celsius temperature, minus 110 degrees Celsius. We are not able to survive at zero also. And the temperature at night falls below minus 110 degrees Celsius. And the daytime, it will raise to 100 degrees Celsius also. We will get boiled away. The egg will become completely omelette in that. So that much temperature difference is there. And during the one single day, any organism cannot survive. But on Earth, morning temperature and the evening temperature, afternoon temperature and night temperature, much maximum differences of 5 degrees. Much more difference is not there because of this trapped heat rays. So greenhouse effect is actually very, very important for us on the earth. All the living organisms are able to survive because of this moderate constant temperature, and this has been taken place due to the greenhouse. But the problem is, amount of carbon dioxide released in the air is keep on increasing due to increased use of vehicles, increased burning processes. Burning of fossil fuel is increased to a very large value. From last 20 years, I have seen much more difference. The number of vehicles on the road in earlier time when I was of your age, maybe 5, 6, and now it is thousands in a one single second. So this much difference has been there. Because of that, the amount of carbon dioxide released is increased to a very large value. So more and more carbon dioxide accumulation, more and more sunlight get trapped, and the temperatures keep on increasing. It has to be moderate, but it is increasing. So the moderate temperature is 25 to 35. But due to this more and more trapping of heat energy, the temperature is going beyond 40, 45 also. Nowadays, we will see in summer season temperature crosses 45 degrees Celsius, which is very, very troublesome for us. So this way, slowly, the Earth's atmospheric temperature keep on increasing. This is what we call as global warming. So this global warming, carbon dioxide is responsible for global warming. So temperature of the earth is keep on increasing, and due to that, now adverse effect of that, the glacier is keep on melting, and due to that the water level in oceans will keep on increasing. So whichever the land area near the ocean will start submerging. So slowly, the full earth will be filled with water only. No land is possible if this keep on happening. So the life is in trouble because of global warming, and that is main responsible for that is carbon dioxide. More and more accumulation of carbon dioxide gas. It's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So SPM we have seen today, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. How are they harmful, and what are the sources of these gases, these pollutants that we have seen? So next class we will write down this, and we will discuss remaining three: sulfur dioxide, CFC, and lead. Okay, clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then you can leave now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.